So guys, I am back. Sorry about that, but was doing some other stuff here that got caught up. A call came in and that just threw me in a loop. So I have already taken out as I was telling you about the seafood pack. So I'm gonna be washing my seafood pack over here. I'm gonna be washing my seafood pack over here. So come along with me. Um, we're washing my seafood pack over here. Just, right. Washing my seafood pack over here. It's not a lot. So I'm washing my seafood here because I like to wash everything that I am using, to be honest. I like to wash everything I'm using, and that's the truth. So kind of wash it again another time. And now we're moving over to the pot. Remember, I told you I already put the Irish potato and the other vegetables in the pot. So now I'm putting in the seafood into the pot, right? Everything like that is gonna be cooked. We have the chicken out already. So in this seafood pack, you have shrimp, you have conch, you have crab. You know that those pack of seafood that they sell, and we have mussel, we have different things in there. So you just put it in the pot. Some people may be allergic to seafood. Now I'm putting all that in the pot, and then we're gonna be our chicken, all right, to make the soup. We're gonna be cutting these in 2 pieces. So journey along with me, you know, as we cut these up and put it together, you know. So for me, I have another cutting board which I will be using, right? Because I want to chop the bone, right? And I have my kitchen scissors. Let me grab that for you, because what I normally do, use my kitchen scissors to cut the meat like that, right? Just like that. Now, as we all know, the scissors, most kitchen scissors don't cut the bones. So I do this, right? And then I cut it like that. I also kind of trim off these, because for most of us, when we buy these chicken, these yellow parts need to come off the chicken, but they're never normally off. So for me, I normally just clip it off, right? And so that's what we're doing. So I'm doing this so that everyone can get a piece of the meat into their plate. I'll be cleaning up some garlic as well, because I like a lot of garlic in my soup. But I'm just doing these first, and then I'm gonna wash them with vinegar. When you wash your meat with vinegar, what it does, it takes out that raw scent. In Jamaica we say raw, but for me, there's just some sort of a thing that I don't like to smell when you're cooking. So here we go. Yeah, so like these don't I don't like to see them on the attachment of the chicken, so I normally just cut them off, because for me it's a eyesore. So I just use my kitchen scissors and I just clip off these areas, because back in Jamaica we would boil the water and dip it into there and kind of clean it off some more. So this is what I'm using, my drumstick, because to be honest, this was already thawed and I can't go into the fridge to thaw out a whole chicken to do this. So I think this is the easiest way for me, and so that's what I'm doing. And as you can see, I just use my chopper to chop them in small bones. And so yes, so you just push in your kitchen scissors under here, you cut this piece out. Let's clip this area out that has on the part that was not stripped properly. So this part was not stripped properly on the meat. So for me, I'm taking it off, because for me, I don't think this is eatable. Some persons wait until it cooked to strip it off, but for me, I just hate seeing it. So I'm just taking it off. So there you go. And we just keep cutting them right around. Yep. Right around, and so you have meat on both. I could cut the meat off, but I don't have time for that. And there we go. Only I like the bones too. Sometimes you do this like this and it's able to come off, right? That is able to come off for some, but for some it's not visible to come off. And so for me, I don't have the patience or the time. I just clip it off. Saves me a whole lot of time. I just clip it off with the scissors like that. And so let's cut this around. That. Yep, there we go. Cut this area off from off the bones. Do that. Just cut it like that. So let's turn this stove down a bit. There we go. I know many times you guys see me putting out the food that I have prepared after, so that's why I'm taking you on this journey with me to cooking my Sunday dinner. That's my reason for taking you on my journey here today. So I can identify a piece of fat, take it off. This one seems like it has some areas. Can pull this off. See, I'm able to pull that one off. I'm also able to pull this piece off with ease, so I don't need to clip it off because it comes off easily. All right. For those of you who are my friends, I know you always hear me say I'm going to be opening, doing my own restaurant. Yes, I will. Not sure if I'm going to be doing it in the US or what as yet. I don't know. I am thinking where I live, I cannot, at my age, I really can't handle the snow and all of that. So That's the reason why I don't know if I may, as well as I may not, because um, this city that I am in, there's no Caribbean restaurant. You have Somali, you have New York gyro, and all the different. But if I need real Jamaican food, not here. And I see some places here say they're doing Jamaican food, but it's not. It's diluted, and it's not the real authentic Jamaican food, you know. Somebody's trying a thing and it doesn't work the way it is supposed to work. So for me, that's a 0. I don't have the tolerance, guys, for food that is not authentic and you water it down. So those of us who are true Jamaicans know that when we are cooking, when we're seasoning up the pot, we don't use measuring spoon. We just pour, because we cook with love. And when you cook with love, whatever when you do even pouring like that, the food tastes so rich and nice. And for me, that was how I was taught, you know. So this skin has a lot of fat. Normally I don't take the skin off, because when I'm cooking soup, after it's cooked in the soup, that's when I take it off, you know. But then now we have that going on. I just take it off because it's already coming off, literally, you know. For some people, they strip the leg off the chicken and everything like that, but for me, I don't strip it like that. When I'm cooking soup, like I said, after it's cooked in the soup, you can strip it off and do what you're doing. So this is what I'm doing here right now, you know. And so that's what I'm doing here. And so I'm using this entire pack of chicken because I'm gonna be giving my husband some to take to work for a couple of days. He has a fridge in the truck, and so he will have some for his dinner instead of eating junk food on the road. So every Sunday I prepare my husband meal to take to work for the week, because he does have a fridge in the truck, and so he uses that to keep his food from, and the freezer has enough space for it. So yes, so as you can see, I'm trying to finish preparing the chicken, because now it can go into the pot. And so this one has no way to take it off, so I gotta strip it right here like that. Right, take it off. I don't like to see this part on the chicken. So what I do, I cut the chicken in smaller chunks, and so this is what we got, guys. See, they're still good sized chunks, and I'm gonna wash them, and now they can go in the pot. The vegetable along with the seafood mix is already in the pot, so now I'm gonna add these in there, and in about maybe say 10 15 minutes or so, I will be putting in like the yam, the yellow yam, the cassava or yuca, what you guys call it, is going to be going into the pot. So let me clean up here as I always like to do. I like to clean up immediately after I am through. So I'm putting this into my garbage bin that is right there, right beside me. Don't have a big kitchen. I have more like a bad kitchen, so I normally like just cut these up before, make them smaller to go into my garbage bin, because this is in my state, this is not recycled, it's garbage. And so that's what I'm doing. Don't want them to charge me. So I like to wash up after I use my stuff, so I'm washing up right away because I already have soap water with bleach, and so this is what I'm doing. I'm cleaning up because I like to clean up after. I don't like to have dirty stuff put down. I like to clean up, and so I am just trying to clean up here, and here we go, and I'm washing off my meat board. See, I'm washing off my meat board. So yeah, rinse off. Wash my scissors, my kitchen scissors. Yes. Now can wash my knife until I'm ready for it again. Right. Don't want to use up water. Washing up my cutting board, and I have a place on this thing to drain my cutting board, and yes, somewhere to drain my scissors. There we go. Washing this chopper off as well, washing this chopper knife as I normally do. There we go. And put it back where I took it from. It's right where all my knives are kept that I used, okay? This is how I wash my knives and keep them for whenever I need them. So there we go. So guys, vinegar. Always wash your meat with vinegar before the use of it. So for me, I kind of use a lot of vinegar because it kills that raw, somewhat raw scent, rawness there. You know, so that's what I'm doing here. So I'm washing my chicken, guys. Yes, I'm washing my chicken. Washing chicken with the vinegar, so it kills the rawness. So I had some water to the vinegar. Don't wash it with just the vinegar alone. I had added water to it to kind of wash it off like that. Right, giving it another wash. So, because remember, it's super cooking now and not stew chicken or anything like that. So another wash will take away the vinegar taste now. But that rawness that you would have anticipated smelling the food would have been gone. And so now we are going back to here we go. And I'm going to show you guys in the pot. So as you can see, that's what's going on in the pot there, right? So I am going to be putting in the chicken into the pot. So chicken is going in, right? Chicken going in. There we go. It's a very big pot, guys, so don't worry. It's a big pot. And I'm making a big pot of soup for my family. So there we go. That is done. That is finished. And so I'm letting my pot cook now. So this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be getting a pack of cock soup and a pack of pumpkin mix to add to this soup. And I'm also going to put a little small amount of soup base in, right? Along with some garlic. Not ready for these as yet. So I'm just putting away this additional turnip that I have. And, so I like to use a lot of garlic. So this is what is going to be happening. Just guys, I'm cleaning up after I use, so cleaning up after I use because I don't like to have dirty things hanging around when I'm in the kitchen. Don't like to have dirty things hanging around in the kitchen. So that is my reason for cleaning up after I am through with one area. And I am, so there's always soap water with bleach in my kitchen, because anything that is there I like to see it clean up, you know. So I'm just cleaning up after. This is the garlic too. I'm gonna use some garlic because I use a lot of garlic when I'm cooking. So guys, they call me a clean freak in this house, or those who know me. I hate untidy place. I love to see place clean and spick and span. And so if you come to my kitchen, you're always gonna see bleach over there. You're always gonna be seeing this disinfectant or Lysol. I'm always having these things because I just hate place not looking clean. And so yes, I am cleaning off my kitchen counter. Need a piece of napkin to kind of clean off my garbage bin. Yes. So I'm gonna be cleaning off my garbage bin here in a minute. I don't like to see things spill and not cleaned off. So it got a little wet from the water and everything that was pouring out. So don't have a lift top bin, so that's the one. It's kind of different. See, there we go. So now we're gonna be preparing our garlic. So this is my garlic crusher, and we're just gonna be preparing those garlic for usage. And container. So yes, let's take one of these knives to strip my garlic. So happy for this cutting board that is here. It saves me a lot, you know. So stripping my garlic. I don't know if those of you who know that if you do this most of the times, you just do this, it get rid of most of the covering of the garlic. And since I'm going to be using a lot of garlic, like I told you, this is what I'm doing. And see, this one start coming off already. You know, maybe. See, they're off, all off. So instead of going through, so we'll just rub the garlic together on your hand like that, and voila, there we go. Right, just take off the skin. Same thing here. So I use a lot of garlic in my food. Garlic is healthy and very good for your system. It's very potent if you just use it make it as a tea, or you cut it up in small pieces and use it more like a pill. Take it like a medicine, you know. It does work that way as well. And so what I'm doing, there we go. You're being stubborn today, aren't you? There we go. So right away I saw that this garlic have a little faulty thing to it, so I just cut it off because it still can be used for what you want it to do. You know? So instead of putting in these garlic powder that they're selling, you know, into your soup, you're using real authentic garlics, you know, to put in there. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just stripping them off. And like I told you, I was going to use the entire head of this garlic. That's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get them stripped, because sometimes they can be difficult in stripping. But if you rub them against your hand like that, or even rub them in a circle, they will come off as well. See? Not that hard, right? Not very hard at all. So if you rub them across like this and it doesn't work, right? Just rub them around in a circle and they'll come off, right? See? Because I started rubbing these when they were already in a bunch, it was easier for me to strip. There was no long process for me. And as I told you before, I just like to clean up after I am finished. I just like to do that. It's embedded in me, and I just clean up immediately after each thing that I do. Some people wait until after, but for me, it's a no-go for me. So, all right, I'm just gonna wash these quickly, and after washing them, okay, I'm gonna be crushing. Okay. So this is, I can either use this part or this part to crush it. So I normally use the smaller part to just crush them like that. You crush them like that. Quickly crushes them. That. Then crush them like that, and then I'm just going to put them in the pot to make that soup, right? Here we go. So I think we have all of them crushed. Yes. Oh, this one didn't get crushed, and a couple more. That is there. Didn't get crushed. Okay. There we go. So there we have them all crushed, and we put them in the pot. Right? I just put them in the pot, and I'm going to be stirring my pot, guys, because all the ingredients that I need to be in there to be cooking at this time, I am going to be, you know, kind of stirring the pot, not to make it, so because it is a big pot, I have to use very long spoon. See, this is a very long spoon. And so come along with me. And so this is what is happening, guys. As you can see, so this is just the start of it. It hasn't gotten anywhere, but this is what is going on. See the pumpkin I told you? I'm gonna take the pumpkins out now, and I'm gonna be crushing them, right? I'm gonna be crushing the pumpkin in the soup. But before I do, I am going to be getting that. Remember I told you I'm going to be oops. I am going to be putting in the noodles and the soup base. So do have soup base here. Where is that soup base? Do I have it here, or is it finished? I think that soup base is finished, so I have to start a new one, and I need to go get that pumpkin soup. Yes, I need to go get that pumpkin soup and that noodle. So this cupboard is my seasoning cupboard, guys. Right? That's where I keep all seasoning that I need to use. All right, so guys, this is a soup base that I normally use, and I just use a small portion, but I get my Grace pumpkin soup from my Jamaican shop that is all the way over in North Minneapolis. That's where I drive to. It's an hour and something from where I live, but the things that I need, I'm gonna go there to get it. So that's my Grace pumpkin soup, and then this is my Grace cock soup. So I'm gonna use this entire pack and this entire pack of soup. So 2 packs of soup, 1 pumpkin soup and 1 cock soup. And so I'm gonna be putting it into the pot, because some people wait until after the food is cooked to add these, but for me, I add them in before I had my dumplings or my yam and, you know, all the other stuff, because I like when they're pretty much cooked out into the soup, and it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pot or on your food, because sometimes when you try, it does happen. So here we go. So rip this open, and you see that rich pumpkin looking stuff in there. Yep. Put it in the pot, pour it out. Yes. Right. And if you're Jamaican, we normally do this. we then we rip this open, and this is the cock soup. You can see there's a different shade and texture to the Grace cock soup. So pour it in. So, and for me, I normally take a little water out of the pot, shake it out, so we get everything out. We're not wasting anything, it's too expensive. And we stir this around and let it, you know, in there. And thank goodness we're there. Now we're gonna have a small portion of soup base, very small, maybe off of the spoon that I'm using, right? This is brand new, so I'm gonna open it, and there we go. And for me, I normally just sanitize my stuff around the edges, you know, just sanitize around the edges here before I start taking out anything from it, right? Clean off the edges, and the cover on the inside, you know, I kind of clean it off a bit because it can fall off from somebody and they take it up and put it on back. So you just kind of sanitize it and just to protect yourself, guys. That's all. And so for me, on my spoon, let me just dry it off with a piece of napkin as well, because so we're going to be drying off this like that, and we're going to be taking some of the soup base, right? Not using a whole spoon like I told you. I'm just using half of the spoon. See? Half. I'm going to be using half of this. I'm going to put it in here because it's a very big pot like I told you. And I'm going to stir it out inside there like that. And there we go. And so that's where we are, guys. We are, guys, with this. And I can just put this up here because we are out of this cupboard. I have another pantry where I keep stuff. So now I know that I used the last one. I'm going to have to go. So I want you to take a look at where we are in the process of cooking the soup. Do you see that? Yes, there it is. So as you can see, so this pumpkin I'm going to be crushing out. And so it's going to give the soup a rich yellow looking color. And then after that, I'm going to let it cook for a little bit. And then I'm going to be adding, you know, like my dumplings, my yams and stuff like that to cook dinner, right? And as I told you, for me, I like cleaning up after and just sanitizing and kind of making the place fresh and clean again in the kitchen, you know, because you don't want stuff to kind of... Guys, you want to make me a bigger kitchen. I love big kitchen, nice and pretty, because I love cooking. It's my dream to have a bigger kitchen or to remodel this kitchen, but I can dream until it becomes a reality. Right? I can dream until it becomes a reality. So I'm going to be taking out the food that I do need to put into the soup to cook. I'll do that and I'll show you. But you may see when I'm peeling the food and putting it into the pot, that kind of a thing, some of the process, you will see those. Like for the flour that I'm going to be making and stuff like that. All of these things you'll see as I go along. So this is my Jamaican yellow yam. In Jamaica we call this soft yam or renta yam. I got this at my Jamaican store as well. So there we are. Right? This is what this yam looks like. When I made breakfast this morning, I made some green bananas with some of this and yellow yam. Right? And so, because I'm cooking for my husband to take to work as well and for my family, I'm going to be adding, so this is a nice big pretty sweet potato. So all of these are going to be going into that soup over there. I need to add another Irish potato. So, for those of you who know, knows, and for those of you who don't know, you just don't know. So, this is cassava or yucaya. So for me, for some persons, they put the cassava in the pot while the water is cold. Now, I've observed that for me, while I'm here and I'm buying these cassava here and cooking them, I realize even after the pot is boiling and I put them in, they're very soft. And so I don't know what makes the difference, but like these, like this one, I'm going to be putting it into the pot after. So these are the provision that I'm going to be putting in the pot at a later time, but not right now. I gotta let it cook some more because these are very easy to cook, and so you don't want them overcooked or breaking up in the pots and stuff like that. So that's the reason for that. All right, guys, so you're gonna be seeing the next phase and also the final phase. Tag along with me.